My parents changed the locks 2 weeks before Christmas because I needed to learn to respect boundaries, so I respected them. I stayed away for 9 years. 9 years is 3,285 days. I know because I counted every single one of them, standing outside a door I used to have a key to. Here is what nobody tells you about being the responsible one. You do not get thanked. You get used. I was 24 when my father's heart started failing. I was the one who drove 2 hours every Friday night to sit in a hospital hallway holding his hand while machines beeped. I was the one who took out a personal loan so my parents would not lose the house to medical debt. My brother sent a card with a golden retriever on it that said, "Get well soon, Dad," in cursive. I paid $11,000 over 4 years. Quietly. No thanks. No mention. Meanwhile, my brother moved back into the house at 29 because his marriage wasn't working. My mother cooked for him every night. My father gave him the keys to the truck I had paid to repair. When I asked gently where my $11,000 had gone, my mother said, "We don't keep score in this family." They kept score. They just made sure I always lost. 2 weeks before Christmas, I found out my brother had taken $40,000 from my parents' retirement account to cover a gambling debt. I found the bank statement by accident, tucked under a stack of unopened Christmas cards on the kitchen counter. I did what any decent person would do. I told my mother. She told my brother. He told them I was jealous, controlling, and always making everything about money. My father, the man I had driven 2 hours every Friday to keep alive, looked me dead in the eye and said, "Maybe you need to learn to respect boundaries." 2 days later, I drove up for Sunday dinner. The same dinner I had shown up to every week for 4 straight years, and my key didn't turn. I stood on that porch in the cold for 20 minutes before I understood. They had changed the locks. On me. The one who covered the mortgage insurance for 2 years so they wouldn't default. The one who sat in waiting rooms until 2 a.m. The one who never once asked for anything back. My mother opened the door eventually, just a crack. Chain still on. "We just need some space," she said. "You're always so intense." I said okay. I said I understood boundaries perfectly. Then I got in my car, and I did not come back. Not for Christmas. Not for the next 9 Christmases. Not for 2 surgeries, 1 broken hip, and a 60th wedding anniversary I only heard about from a cousin on Facebook. 9 years of silence, and I built something for myself out of the wreckage. New city, new job, a house with a door only I had the key to. I stopped flinching every time my phone rang with a number I almost recognized. Then, 3 weeks ago, a certified letter arrived from a law office 2 states away. Inside was a notice of foreclosure on my parents' house. The same house I had spent 4 years keeping afloat. Attached to the notice was a refinancing agreement from 6 years back. One I had never seen, never known existed, never been told about. At the bottom of the signature line was my name, not a shaky copy, not a name that only looked like mine. My actual signature, the exact one I have used my entire adult life, reproduced so precisely that even I had to look twice to be sure I hadn't signed it myself in a moment I'd forgotten, because somebody in that house had spent years signing my name onto loan documents I never agreed to, borrowing against a mortgage I once bled money into just to keep my parents warm and off the street, and in 9 years of total silence, nobody ever thought to mention that my name was still attached to that deed. I am about to find out exactly how deep this goes, and exactly who has been forging my signature since long before they ever changed those locks on me. Comment Part 2, and I'll tell you what was inside it.